Summoning personas is one of the coolest mechanics in the entire series. Pulling the trigger of an evoker goes hard, ripping up a mask is absolutely mental, and crushing tarot cards, it's cool, okay? So it's fun to think how Persona 6 summoning system works. Will Atlus and P Studio go back to the original ways of Persona 1 and 2 where they wave their arms around? Or will they incorporate a brand new style of calling forth the powers of the true self? Obviously, the latter is better and it will add more depth for the overall theme of Persona 6. And there had been numerous information already regarding P6, such as the color being green, the game will use some themes of yin and yang, and P Studio really likes Monopoly. So it's pretty telling that the summoning system will be mirrors. Wait, how? What are the connections and tidbits that went into forming that conclusion? Well, there's a good explanation. Here's how mirrors will play a part in Persona 6. But before that though, let me know your favorite summoning system in Persona. And like this video with things saying Persona is cool. Join Otaku Defined for more Persona content. Mirrors. To be fair, this won't be the first time mirrors will be brought in the spotlight as a means of calling personas, as a lot of fans have theorized how well mirrors fit as a summoning system for a Persona game. Heck, even when Persona 5 was coming around, a lot of people were theorizing that mirrors will come to play. And no, I'm not just mirroring what they said. But if we look at what we know so far about Persona 6, it really does seem that mirrors will be the most logical choice for summoning personas. First, there's a significant association between mirrors and the Jungian psychology, the whole basis of Persona's power system. Similar to how evokers, tarot cards, and masks work in Persona, these things aren't just for style points, but because they hold a great significance in the whole Jungian psychology. Shooting evokers from Persona 3 imitate a life-threatening act, representing symbolic death and rebirth. In Jungian psychology, this can be seen as a process of ego death, where the old self, the ego, is metaphorically killed to allow for the emergence of a more integrated self. So when Yukari uses her evoker to shoot herself, it destroys her perceived self and calls forth Io, who embodies her other self. Then the crushing of a tarot card in Persona 4 symbolizes the character's will to accept their true self. By confronting their shadows, characters move towards on becoming more distinct. They specifically break tarot cards as it is associated with their inner struggles that they have kept hidden. So when Yosuke crushes the Magician tarot card, he no longer hides his insecurity of being alone. The mask in Persona 5 by far has the clearest connection with Jungian psychology, as persona is the Latin word for mask. Tearing off the mask is a metaphor for confronting the shadow, as Jung believed that individuals must face and accept the repressed aspects of themselves, the shadow, to achieve psychological growth. So when Anne tears her mask, she is now showing her oppressed self that has been seen as a deviant by society, reclaiming her other self in the form of Carmen. And thus, mirrors are a great way of continuing this psychological trend. Mirrors often symbolize the process of self-reflection and exploration of the unconscious. They are used metaphorically to describe the act of looking inward to understand one's own psyche in a deeper way. Mirrors represent the Jungian concept of the self, which includes both the conscious and unconscious minds. This idea is a recurring theme in the Persona series. When a mirror reflects an image, it symbolizes encountering hidden or unconscious aspects of the self. Jung referred to these hidden parts as the shadow, which are aspects of ourselves that we deny or reject. In Persona lore, shadows are the suppressed human thoughts given physical form, like my shadow being obsessed with eating potato chips while binging anime. So imagine a scene in Persona 6 where a character sees their other self reflected in a mirror, their shadow. The mirror provides a literal and figurative reflection, allowing them to confront their shadow and integrate these aspects into their conscious awareness. In Persona 6, characters might summon their personas by dragging their other self from a mirror or breaking the mirror, freeing their suppressed self. This process of reflection and integration is key to Jung's concept of individuation, which is the process of becoming aware of the true self. In other words, the persona in the game. Furthermore, Carl Jung has an extensive study on mirrors, discussing the concepts of self-reflection and self-absorption, which are central to his theories. Jung talked about the story of Narcissus, who fell in love with his own reflection. This story warns us about the dangers of getting too wrapped up in ourselves or mixing up who we really are with how we appear or how we are perceived by others. This idea is perfect for explaining characters who are grappling with their inner selves. For example, think about a character who's obsessed with their reputation but struggles to meet everyone's expectations, or consider someone so arrogant that they can't see their own flaws. These stories helps us understand what Jung was getting at with his mirror talk. Aside from Jungian psychology, mirrors are also associated with the concept of yin and yang, which is another theme that Persona 6 is going for. Mirrors naturally reflect images, providing a direct visual metaphor for the concept of yin and yang, which represents opposites and complementary forces. Mirrors are often used to symbolically create or restore balance. In the context of Feng Shui, a traditional practice that emphasizes harmony between individuals and their environment, mirrors are used to adjust the flow of energy or qi within a space. This practice can be seen as a physical manifestation of the principle of balancing yin and yang energies in one's surrounding. And again, harmony, mental health, and environment are very much represented by the color green, Persona 6 main color. Anyway, these are just my theories for Persona 6, and it's a fun way of being excited for a game series that I really love. What about you guys? Do you think we'll see mirrors as the new summoning system? Or are there other better ways to summon a persona? Let me know your thoughts. I might be wrong with the whole mirror thing, but if we take a look at the Monopoly board that inspired Persona 6, two ships reflecting each other is another thing that points to mirrors playing a crucial part for P6. If you're curious about that, then check this video out. Like and subscribe to Otaku Define for more Persona content. This is Math, and stay awesome my dudes.